Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of Avillion and Brayden Talks. We had a Nintendo Direct, we had a week of football, we have a Dirk walking around, but more importantly, we are blessed with the presence of my best friend, the best co-host imaginable, possible, ever created. If you created a co-host in a lab, you couldn't even make something better than this, and that is Mr. Avillion Talks. Jacob, how you doing?
Uh-oh. There we go.
Jacob, how you doing?
Okay. You said too many nice things about me.
Yeah, it overfried the system, but we're back.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right. What's happening? Doing well. Don't have a ton to report. Had a nice poll day today. It's very good. My mom's birthday was yesterday. Shout out, Mama. Went to Ford's Garage for her birthday. Had me a barbecue brisket burger. That was very good. And let's see. Tennessee lost to Georgia in overtime. That sucked. It was not fun. It was a fun game mostly, but that was not a great way to end it because we've lost to them now 9 years in a row. I'd like that to be rectified next season if possible. But other than that, yeah, not a ton to report. How are you?
Okay, I think, every time I hop on the dating apps, I'm on there for a little bit, and then there's the point where it's like, all right, I think it's time to delete.
Sisyphus.
It is the boulder. I don't know which one is reaching the top and which one is reaching the bottom. Is deleting the app reaching the top or reaching the bottom?
I think when you delete the app is when the boulder rolls back down the hill.
Okay.
Reinstalling the app is when you're pushing the boulder up the hill.
Okay.
And
yeah. I think I'm at the top of the hill then. I think I'm at the top of the hill with the boulder, ready to let that bitch drop. Just nothing. I mean, this go around, no date off the app. I technically I might even still be talking to this person off of Bumble, but it's just very sexual, and that's kind of it.
Oh.
And no offense to those that's what they want. I don't think that's me. This person was doesn't want to go out and go somewhere. They just want to come over movie night and have been very explicit. And I'm just and I was going with it at first, and then and then I just was sitting back, and I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want this. Because I was like, I don't know you, and you're about to come to my house. What am I doing? This is a terrible idea.
Yeah. So you just moved in. This is still this place has some holiness to it still.
I think I'm actually just gonna go ghost.
You could just tell it, hey, I don't think the fucking around stuff is for me, and call it a day. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but
I've warmed up to the idea of you get to go ghost until you meet in person. I don't hate that idea, and I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Man. I think the energy you put into the world is the energy you get back. I think if you go ghost, you're gonna get ghosted yourself again after the fact. So if
I've already been there,
yeah, you'll be there again if you. It doesn't hurt to just there's two sentences. Hey, I don't think this is for me. I'm sorry. That's it.
All right, you know what? Let's craft something right now.
Let's do it right now. Let's do it. Hey, I don't think the fucking around is for me. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna word it like that. Cause she was like, I don't think most people can handle my kinks, and I was already sitting there I'm biting off more than I could chew. I'm not that guy. That's not me.
I don't got enough. I don't got it. I can't. Do it. I'm not built for this.
What if I just said, "Hey, I don't think I'm built for this"?
Yeah,
and that was all I said.
I don't think I'm built for this.
Hey,
sure, anything goes.
Hey, I don't think I'm built for this. Think I gotta tap out. Is that it? Is that bad?
Sure. Yeah, no, it gets the point across. Anything's better than saying nothing.
All right, I just said, hey. All right, I sent it.
All right, I'm proud of you. High five. Thank you.
Yeah. I might already just let me go ahead and unmatch on Bumble.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Because we did start texting. But yeah, I was just I'm not. I mean,
Yep.
very
Not built.
explicit. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, not built for this.
I was like, what's my favorite show? Oh, you don't even know? And you're talking to me like this? This is crazy. Obviously, I'm being like hyperbolic with that exact example, but yeah. But other than that, trying to think of anything else that's been going on. I definitely fucked my wrist up at work, like hammering.
Not ideal.
Yeah, it's just been really turning the wheel like that real fast. Like because it's gotten a lot better, but like I woke up because it was like Thursday, hammering. Woke up, I felt fine. Woke up Friday morning and was like, oh fuck, my wrist. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I did anything really to it, but like sore than a motherfucker, and like was just hurting to like flick my wrist around.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not even trying to be in any type of way. Not in any type of way. Just like, yeah. Yeah, and then I still ended up doing some hammering the next day. Like my wrist was
that's not
fucked.
ideal.
Yeah, but it's gotten better. But yeah, I was. So, for football, when we were watching football, your boy came over, motherfucking Gabe. Gabe came over for the
4:00 window.
Yeah, 4:00 window.
Well, 3 for you, I guess, but whatever, same shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if the end of no, because he came over after the Cowboys game, and that game went into overtime, so
right.
There couldn't have been any of the noon games finishing up. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I kind of want to talk about the direct first and some of the stuff that happened with that.
Yeah,
and then, so I think let's start off with some of the more positives. What is it called? Pocacopia?
Yeah, or Pocopia. I think it's just Pocopia.
Pocopia. That looks fucking fun. I
will
always
be there day one. I will be there day one.
I always like games like that. At least like I'll do the beginning part, and usually I don't stay because some people really get into those. I never got too into those, but that one.
The people who make ghettos and Animal Crossing, you know who you are.
Yes.
A whole subdivision. Yeah, I get it.
But like I mean, if they do it right, like they could have a fucking huge hit on their hands combining Pokemon with those kind of games. Because Sims is huge, Animal Crossing is huge. You take something adjacent to those, combine it with Pokemon. That could be mad. It looks it looks fun. I'm very excited.
I hope you can customize your Ditto like a little bit.
Yes.
I don't think you can. It didn't look like it.
So?
Maybe that's something they just haven't showed yet, but we'll see.
I bet you can. I would assume you can. Honestly, I would assume so.
Even if you can, I won't mind even if you can't. But I would prefer to be able to.
At a minimum, we get a fucking boy trainer, girl trainer selection.
Right. I hope so. But regardless,
so you can pick the girl. Ooh, you're a girl.
So I can pick the girl anyway.
Hold on. To start the fucking pod.
Oh, whoa! Ref.
Did it pick up? Did it pick up this time?
I don't think so.
God damn, dude! It does not want you to hear this shit.
Sorry. I mean, I heard it a little bit, but I didn't hear like a good. I heard like a,
Damn. I need to watch back the actual VOD. I want to make sure it's a Discord sound cancellation thing and not a.
Yeah.
Although you were able to hear them before.
Right. Available.
But I have this new audio box, and I'm wondering if maybe it is doing it, and in that case, then they aren't actually hearing it. But we'll see.
I'm doing a little look ahead here at this Sunday slate. We got some bangers.
We'll get there.
We'll get. I have it in the other window just to like preview it. We got some heaters. But yeah.
Speaking of heaters, though, we saw the Kalos Mega Evolutions. Dude. Okay.
God damn.
All right. Quick ranking from my opinion. I liked Chestnuts the most, then Delphox, then Greninja. Although I liked all three. Although to me, it's a bit of a gap between Delphox and Greninja. Not that I hated Greninjas, but I thought Chestnuts and Delphoxes were fantastic.
What's crazy is that Greninja, I feel like of the base three, has by far the best design. But the Megas, they
I agree. Well, because I don't like Chestnut. I didn't like Chestnut, period. something,
wasn't a chestnut
and
guy,
it
but I get
wasn't even like a
get it.
huge change. But I feel like they were like, this is more of what we had in mind. Like, this is it at its best, which is what
Right.
megas are. This is at its best. It did a 180, for my opinion. I was like, this looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I would even agree that I would probably have the same order, which is crazy to say because I love Greninja. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. And the Greninja Mega is awesome. And
Yeah,
I
it's
really
cool.
like that it incorporates more black into its design. But, dog, you get, like, those other two are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't much that can be done.
Delphox seems to be the people's champ of the three.
I think so, and that's totally fair.
I totally
get it.
understand. Yeah. Yeah, I was just surprised by how much I really liked the way Chestnut looked. Because like I said, I did not.
Haters retired after the Direct. A lot of retired haters after the Direct.
Hey, well, hate's a strong word. I wouldn't say I hated it. I know you're not talking about me.
Right, but I mean,
but for me, I still don't like base Chestnut as a Pokemon has great designs. I think for the most part, I'm trying to think of Pokemon designs besides one that I actually do just like genuinely hate. For the most part, it's more in comparison to especially starters. It's a tough spot because there's a lot of great starters. But yeah, I'm still gonna be lower on Chestnut in comparison. But the Mega, I think it was canceling out the claps, but fucking round of applause. That shit, it wasn't glowing green, so I was like, oh, it's not picking that up. But it was awesome.
I could see it, so I know what's happening. But it is a crying shame that you don't get to use them until like they're like a timed release.
Yes.
Thing,
okay. I did want to talk about that,
which is so dumb.
Okay. Already like bad ideas, but the way Nintendo's Game Freak Pokemon Company is announcing these makes it worse. Like because it's so like I saw season 1 somewhere. I don't know if that was a fan thing. If they announced like after the game comes out or once released, like we're gonna be doing this season thing, and hey, each season might have a new mega to it, or a couple new megas to them. Then it's like, oh, that's kind of cool and exciting. But before the game comes out, you show these I think the timing just made it worse. And especially those three, I don't think should be behind like a wall or anything. Like I think starters need to be available, period. And
yeah, especially the way the Gen 1 starters were available in X and Y. Like they should have done the same thing with the X and Y starters.
100%. And I think that like limited, I hope it's not. I don't think it'll be truly limited. Like once that's out of that game, like once that window's over in that game, in the future, years to come, there'll never be a chance to get them again. Right. I feel like whether in a later game they'll be there or something. Well, I don't think it's fully.
They said they would all be available eventually anyway, even in like
base game.
In base game, I think they said they would all be available eventually. But like initially, still rolling it out like this, like you can't use it in your playthrough. Like I can't play through.
Yeah,
Lumiose with the X and Y starter.
So
that's dumb.
I don't hate the idea of putting these putting new megas in something like that. Depending on how it's actually done in game. So it's behind a paywall, but the paywall I think is just this online subscription service.
Yeah.
Although I'll say this, Nintendo does have in terms of what you get with it, does have a great like online service, like with everything you get with all the virtual consoles. So I mean, I already have it. Like from my perspective, like this isn't too big of a deal because I already have it because I love all the virtual games and consoles that they have on the system. But yeah, I mean, I get other people who don't have it being upset. But like, yeah, I think it could have just been announced better timing wise. Like, imagine if just like on day of release they were like, in season 1 you get this mega, and it's like it's something cool, but it's not a starter. Like I said, all starters, any legendaries, anything like that, I think those megas shouldn't be behind a paywall like that. It would be funnier if it was. I think they want. I mean, obviously they need like a big draw to it, but I think it would be funnier if it was like bad Pokemon that were getting megas behind this as like a fun thing instead.
That'd be awesome.
Like if season 1, if the fucking reward was Mega Ladian, I'm grinding.
Yeah,
I'm putting in work. But it's not like oh man, this super weapon is sitting behind a paywall. Like even Mega, it's still not going to be anything crazy. Obviously, abilities and new movesets and typings can change things around.
I will say, I know you never saw the leaks for all the megas, right? And you
No,
didn't want to,
no.
right? Okay. I will say the Kalos starters and the Raichu megas were not in the leaks,
Yes.
which means there is more than just now. All of the megas we've gotten before that, not
Have
only
been.
were all in the leaks, but were all design accurate as well.
So yeah, so I
So
was thinking about that too. It seems like because what was it, 26 megas leaked or whatever?
20, yeah, well, it was initially 27, then they scrapped Mega Zero Aura.
Okay. Damn.
Zero Aura because they scrapped Dog's Mega.
Which is because 26, that's a lot. I think base game, adding that in on top of all the previous megas, I think
Right.
that is enough for one game, and then
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
more, and then so. Because this is the thing with the DLC, if we also kind of want to branch this into the DLC side of things, because actually quickly, we'll talk about the Raichu since it was brought up, and we already talked about the Kalos Megas. I like both of them. I think I'm an X Raichu kind of guy. What about you? How you feeling about them? Oh, while you think, I like that they're still doing, X and Y Megas. They're still getting 2 Megas
Yeah.
of one Pokemon. And look, I love Gen 1. All 3 that are X and Y are all Gen 1. That's too much. Like, we got to branch out.
Well, I think Raichu's a good choice because like Pikachu gets all the good shit. Like Raichu, every once in a while, getting the gimmick is good. Like Raichu got the Alolan form. Alolan Raichu is one of my favorite Pokemon, hands down. I love Alolan Raichu. But Pikachu got the Gigantamax form. Like, do we really need Gigantamax Pikachu?
No.
But then, but I get it because they also did Gigantamax Eevee, so it was like kind of
Anytime a Pokemon gets anything, if you look at it individually, like good for that Pokemon, and that's you're never like, oh, I'm upset that it never needs to be. I'm upset that Pokemon got something,
right?
But you can be like, I wish they would branch out.
Also, right. So like, whenever Raichu gets good shit, I will never complain.
Yeah.
Because frankly, it deserves it with how often Pikachu gets good shit. Raichu needs more good shit. I love Raichu. So Raichu getting 2 megas, I think, is awesome. But I would agree, getting an XY of a non-Gen 1 Pokemon would also be really cool.
Huge.
Let me check their designs again real quick to tell you which one I prefer. I think Y off the top of my head, but I want to look at them again.
Yeah.
I think Y is the one that's a little more Pikachu-esque.
I think X actually is the one that looks more Pikachu.
Yeah, so then I need to double back here and see.
Yeah, I think X is the one. It looks a lot. It looks more like Pikachu.
No, Y, because Y is more yellow and X is more like Raichu color.
Really? Let me look at him.
I mean, I can show you. Like, I don't know how well you can see this.
Not too well. Yeah, I guess you're from what? Yeah.
They're both awesome. I love like the fact that the X is like a spring for. I don't know. I'm assuming one of these is more physical oriented and one of them is more special oriented, just like it is with Charizard and Mewtwo.
There's theories about maybe X being fighting type. Oh yeah, you're right.
Could be. I wouldn't hate that. If that's the case, I would like Y to also have a secondary typing, just for funsies. Granted, with Mewtwo they didn't do that. They gave Mega Mewtwo X the fighting type and didn't give Mega Mewtwo Y another type. So I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't do that, but I don't know. Either way, I love both of them. I do think they're both quality Pokemon designs.
Yeah, people really wanted like a Gorochu.
Oh, wait a minute.
Style.
Oh wait, no, I lied. Mega Raichu X is this was a color swap that I was showing you.
Oh.
So Mega Raichu X is more Pikachu oriented. Okay, interesting. Why is that the first result that popped up when I looked at it?
A color swap one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what I saw too.
Yeah, they both look great though. They're both very good looking Pokemon.
Yeah. That is a fucking weird thing to be the first thing that pops up.
Why is a color swap the first? That is preposterous. But
because there was a lot of if you color swap the Mega Talk around like Charizard X and Y, so I guess maybe that was a quick talking point immediately. I don't know.
I guess. Anyway, both good megas. I think I prefer Y a little bit, but it's like I'm splitting hairs.
Again, I like them both. Yeah. And then, okay, so because they got announced with DLC, paid DLC announced before the game comes out, which puts a lot of I think it puts a lot of pressure on the game itself now, because now immediately once you're playing through, it's like this game has to feel full. It has to be good right off the bat, like I mean, it needs to be regardless, but it just added weight to that.
Right.
Of just like I need to feel satisfied for the full $70 I'm paying for this game. The content needs to feel all there. If the moment you feel like there's something missing somewhere, you're like they took it out right here. This is where something got taken out. But I'll say if I play through the game, just for me, if I play through the game and I'm like that was $70 worth spent, I had a good time, then I'm like whatever for the DLC. If I really liked the game, then I get the DLC and I have more and it's fun. But fuck, dude, if people go through that game and they're like, yeah, something's missing, it's going to be a big fucking problem. Because when you announce DLC before the game is out, or even quickly after the game is out, it feels like you made the game and cut a piece out and put it behind a paywall. Yeah. Because DLC is cool when it's like a couple years later, because it feels like it's in response to the success of the game and specific feedback you got from the audience in large. What feedback are you getting right now for the DLC? A couple playtesters? And even if maybe this was late into development, they looked around and they said, all right, we got some time. The game is mostly done. Let's start on the DLC. We can have it out before whatever. Who are you hearing feedback from on what could be fun to add to this world?
Right.
Nothing.
And I think there could be some merit to that because, like I said, the megas we saw from like the Mega Dimension trailer, like they weren't in the leaks, so like this is probably later.
Which is a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign that this is probably later development, and it's not as shameless as just like as soon as they started production, they were like, yeah, let's put Mega Raichu behind a paywall.
And as somebody who's played the game, the gameplay is fun. So like I'm still optimistic overall.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Look at me, I'm Brayden McClellan. I've already played.
Yeah, and I got this fucking poster up here with a bunch of megas on it.
Look at me.
And then it also was a good fun little trail. Like if you remove the announcing paid DLC before the game comes out part, because they flashed a bunch of mega stones out, and then it allows people to have fun theorizing and matching colors of what those stones could be.
Yeah.
Okay, they said it's okay. The person I texted. Whoops.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Which, although to be like, that's what I say when anytime anyone cancels, because it's like, what are you gonna say? No.
You bitch.
Yeah. It's like, all right, yeah. It's just like, all right.
Fairs.
Okay. Yeah. She's being really nice. Yeah. Hey, this is why the people around you really do matter and help shape. Because also I would have told you the same thing that you told me, but when it's you when it's me in the position, like it's just a lot more, I don't know, nervous to do. But that's why you need good people around you, because they'll push you in the right direction.
Make better decisions. Yes.
But yeah, I shocking. They appreciated the fact that I said something. Who would have thought?
What do you know? Who'd have thought it?
Because, like I said, I know that, but like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Just I was just nervous to do it.
No, I get it.
But when I've been in that shoes, I am on the other side. Like, man, I appreciate the fuck out of this person for at least saying something. Because when I get ghosted, that shit's fucking annoying.
That's what I'm saying.
And I almost did it. But hey, gotta have a real one keeping you.
Gotta have a real one in your ear.
Gotta have a real one in your ear.
Harumph. Anything else direct related that you want to discuss?
I'll speak for the direct. So, because a lot of talk about Nintendo and money and how much things are costing, and a lot of it is very fair from the fan side. I'll say the things that aren't is like the console price. I think is fair when adjusting for inflation. It's about on par with every other console. The games being $70. I guess it's just the industry. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think like through the lens of being on Nintendo specifically. I think they were the first to go to 70 though. I think Zelda was like the first one to jump to 70.
Which is crazy because they were still on 40 when everyone else was on 60, but they were the first one to go all the way up to 70.
Yeah, that's another thing I've been hearing people talk about is like Nintendo used to be the cheaper of like the big three.
Yeah.
and I don't even know if it's more expensive. I say one of the biggest issues right now, in a way, in terms of like perspective or perception, is that Nintendo's coming out with a lot of stuff people want, but it's just things are more expensive. Like just in general, due to everything that's going on in the world, things are more expensive. So it just feels worse coming from Nintendo because it's like just in the next 3 months, it's like I'm counting Pokemon. Pokemon's coming out. Kirby Air Riders is coming out. New Metroid game coming out. All within the end of this year. If you like amiibos, like when I was watching the direct, they showed the Kirby Air Riders amiibos, and I was like, oh, those look pretty cool because it's like you train up that little amiibo figure because it comes with the rider and the cart, and you can like train up both, and you can swap it around with other amiibos that are going to be coming out. And I was like, oh, that actually looks pretty sick, and it adds like a function to the amiibos. I might get those. And then I see the price, and I'm like, I'm not getting those. I am not getting those. Oh my god, it was $50, like $50 for that, and the game itself was already $70. And it's and the function of it is mix and matching it, so you got to get another one for $50, and it's like, holy fuck, that is so fucking. Although that's an extra thing. That's not a the base game is just $70. That's all you need. But it's like Jesus Christ. And then they announced the. That was one of the more shocking things for me. In the direct, they announced the Virtual Boy, for the Nintendo Online, and I thought that was hilarious because the Virtual Boy is like the biggest flop, console wise for Nintendo ever, and it's always felt like something they don't want you to remember. You only find that in a museum and that's it. So to see them acknowledge it and like play with it like that I was like, that's funny. And if you care about game preservation, it's really cool to see it out there because of how hard it is to get. But the peripheral piece that you put your Switch into to be able to play the Virtual Boy games, because it's supposed to be like 3D or whatever, is like $100. And it's not. It's just where you. It just helps. I think it has lenses. I think that is something that you do need. But like, what's running it is the Switch you already own. So it's like $100 for that. Although there is like the cardboard Labo version that you can get for cheaper. So there is like a pricing option. But I think I still might end up getting that at some point, just because. Just to have, just because I'm not going to be able to get a Virtual Boy, but I do like having access to different games and like, I've been trying to get retro consoles now. I've got like a tiny little baby collection going. I'd like to continue growing it, but getting the Virtual Boy would be cool, and for the laughs, just because of how I really thought it was really funny that they were just like, fuck it, here is the biggest flop this company has ever had. So I thought it was kind of cool them owning up to it. I'm trying to think what else was in that direct. I think that's about it. I think the highlight for that direct for me was probably Pokopia, just because it's just because there's no controversy around that, even though like game wise I'm looking forward for Legends ZA more, but like 2 different controversies coming out of it with the megas behind the paywall with that online thing. Although if it's done right, maybe it's fun and we'll see. I just think it should have been different megas and then paid DLC before the game comes out. But like I said, if I play through Legends ZA, because we live in a DLC world, whatever. If I play through Legends ZA and it feels like a full fun game that was worth the $70, then having DLC pretty quickly after will probably feel like a good thing, because it's like, hey, that was a full fun game I felt like I got my money's worth of, and now there's something I can get for even more of it with more megas. There's going to be a shit ton of megas, because like you said, if that 26 ends up being true, which it's fucking 3 for 3 right now, it's looking like that's probably everything that's going to be there. Right. Like 26 there, and then 5 more on top of that we already know, 31, plus however many megas are already out there. It's going to be a lot, which I think is a good thing.
There is one Gen 5 Pokemon in particular that's design is awesome that I can't wait for them to announce, because assuming it looks more or less the same that it does, like I'm sure they maybe tweaked them a bit, but just as long as the core of the design is what it was in the leaks. But yeah, I can't wait to see
Yeah.
it.
Also, the announcements for these megas have been 3 for 3. Like the actual base games, they have been great. Like marketing campaigns, well, I guess campaign specifically with Malamar. That was like a legit campaign with him taking over all like the socials. I loved Mega Victory Bell's announcement, that horror style like trailer.
Yep.
And then the Machamp How Lucha
My
fight.
friend Malamar was awesome.
I think Victory Bell is my favorite of the base three. I think Chestnut and Delphox are now my favorites overall of all the megas we've seen announced. But I still love Mega Victory Bell. We'll see. I'm hoping there's a Mega Vileplume out there to counteract the Victory Bell. But we'll
I was
see.
thinking in the shower today, if you ever get a Bellossom on your team somehow, instead of if you just like catch a Bellossom in a wild, or somehow end up with a Bellossom, I would say you got to name it Pib Extra.
Yeah.
Because it's an alternate evolution to Gloom. You got to name it Pib Extra if you ever get a Bellossom. Yeah. Or if you buy it, if you get an Oddish and you plan on naming it, or if you plan on evolving it into Bellossom, you got to name it Pib Extra.
Yeah, I'll probably just always go Vileplume.
Fairs.
But yeah, dude, I can't wait for Legends EA.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely.
Very excited.
Definitely gonna stream it for sure. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to it and tune into that shit. But yeah, I think that's it for the direct side of things, the Pokemon side of things. Unless you had anything.
Nah, I don't think so.
A lot of Mario stuff got announced. That was fun. Oh yeah, let me bring up the
Mario
fucking
Galaxy movie?
yes. Oh my god, that was a funny thing in the group chat. Because our friend Gabe sent a screenshot of the chat of the direct before, like 15 minutes before it started, and there was something crazy in the chat, and he was like, "See if you guys can spot it." And so instead of pointing out the actual thing in the chat, I pointed out somebody commented, "Please announce Mario Galaxy movie," and I responded being like, "Yeah, there's no way they make a Mario Galaxy movie already." And then as I'm watching the direct, it gets fucking announced, and I went, God damn it, the one thing that I pointed out as not being possible is what gets announced.
What was the crazy thing in the chat? I know somebody said 6-7, but was that what he was referring to? Or is
no, it was just the flags of a certain country just randomly in a Nintendo direct.
That's what, okay, I remember. I remember.
It's like, whoa, what are you doing here?
You're not in this episode.
Yeah, I don't want you in this episode. Although there's like 250 American lawmakers in that episode right now. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. Nah, I'm familiar.
Fuck are you guys doing there?
Oh wait, they're there?
Yes.
Like they're
the largest gathering of American lawmakers. The slogan. All right, you know what? We've already talked about this place already. I guess I guess I can say it. The slogan was like 50 states, 1 Israel. What?
Ew.
What? What are we doing? We have to be careful though. If you start to question or badmouth this place, you might get shot in the neck. The moment somebody started questioning them, shot in the neck.
Especially, I won't say too much, but
especially
considering, like today, Ken Klippenstein is a journalist. He pulled up some Discord messages from the shooter. The guy was like pretty apolitical, and so were all his friends. Like, they didn't really discuss like. That wasn't really a big thing for them. Yeah. And it's like, why did a shit poster who wrote shit posts on the bullets do this?
Yeah.
Like,
right after somebody supposedly, I guess I can't fact check this, but I've heard this around, that turned down a lot of money to shill out for said place for somewhere. Mm-hmm. I heard it was like a lot of money, and he turned it down, and then he gets popped. Very interesting. If only we, because there's an organization that like lets them finance our politicians. If only we had a president.
No.
If only we had a president that wanted to regulate that to some capacity. But I wonder what happened to that president. I wonder if he also got popped. The great noticing.
You got to be careful with that one, with that phrase, because there's people who use that phrase in other ways.
I've never heard. I don't know what the full context of that phrase is.
Well, okay, so a lot of like the noticers are actual anti-Semites. Is the concern with the like, because there's some.
They can't separate that one country from all of them around the world.
They can't separate the fact that like there's Zionist Jews and then there's just Jews.
I keep seeing this one rabbi who hates Zionists on my For You page. Shout out to bro.
I'm a big fan of anti-Zionist Jews.
Shout out. I love Jews.
Shouts out. Yeah.
They're just a government that's got a lot of them I don't like.
Yep. But yeah, oftentimes the noticers, a lot of them are not the best of people. Many like I don't know if it was originally just an anti-Zionist term that got co-opted, or if it was the neo-Nazis.
I feel like everything just gets. I feel like everything starts one way and then gets co-opted by a hate group.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was probably somebody was like, hey, a lot of people here have dual citizenship with Israel, and then that got co-opted by some less than good faith actors, and now, yeah, that's what noticing is. For a lot of folks, anyways. Not that it's only ever used that way. It's just such
because it's just a funny phrase. Like it's just a funny fucking way of wording it.
But I always like I will side eye a little bit when somebody like I saw it was a post about like so the person who created or at least the person who like owns the company that owns Hinge and Bumble. They're on the board of directors at Palantir.
I've seen that. No, because I see
those comments. Somebody said like the great noticing or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Are you talking about because there's a guy who's always like, man, I wonder who blah blah who
yeah,
blah,
that's
blah.
who it is.
The board at yes, okay, I've seen those. Yeah, because I saw that exact video then.
Yeah.
And then like, because another comment was like, that explains why I'm getting ghosted on these fucking apps.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Palantir, that's another one in Israel's pocket. The UK, real big in the UK, like for their like medical stuff, which is insane, because these types of entities should not be having access to people's medical records, but they've got access to our social security records here too. Palantir does. Yeah, it's
great.
Surveillance capitalism. I don't know how we got on to
They
this,
know my preferences.
Yeah, we're talking about Palantir now. Yeah, they know that Brayden likes Latinas.
They notice send like one alt Latina my way, and I'll crumble.
Yep. On the board at Palantir is nuts. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Peter Thiel also like broke records for how much money he sent to JD Vance's Senate campaign. He donated $15 million.
Didn't somebody help? Didn't one of them help pay for his like law school?
Probably Peter Thiel. If I had to imagine, they're good friends.
All right, I'm deleting my Hinge right now. You aren't on Hinge because you're scared to talk to women. I'm not on Hinge because I support Palestine.
And
we are
I'm
not the same.
Women, but
that's unrelated. That's unrelated. Relax.
Hi, Dirk. He's so handsome.
He's so needy.
He just wants some love.
But he is actually. Like, I actually don't know. Like, he's been like really needy since we moved. Even when I was dog sitting, his sister and cousin. I don't know. The family tree is getting weird, but like, delete this bitch. Ugh. Relax. Relax. Yeah. Football happened.
Football, yeah, football.
I'm assuming you want to talk about your
Cam
Titans to
Ward.
start.
Cam Ward, big thumbs up, big fan.
Yeah.
I've left some
hey,
meat on the bone on a few plays in this game, certainly, but like
I was watching a podcast, man. Somebody said he's the best player in football. This isn't an overly serious podcast. Because apparently last week they said J.J. McCarthy was the best player in football.
Okay.
But like it's intentionally. I don't know if you've seen, because I feel like this is more of a TikTok thing. I don't know if you've seen it, but like there's this guy. He like has this like he's got like a signature voice. I don't know how to describe it, but he'll start an edit off, just being like, type of player I like, real run and gun, real gunslinging quarterback. And then it always just turns into an edit of something completely unrelated by the end of it. And he starts, and he's like, he raps along with it as it happens.
It's like a Who's Next pod or something like that.
Yeah, it is the Who's Next podcast. I listened to the most recent episode. Fun listen, and yeah, the guy who does those edits was like, Cam Ward's best player in football.
Yeah, I've never listened to his podcast, but like, yeah, the clips of where it's like, type of player I like, whatever. And where it'll be like he'll be talking about somebody else, but then like he'll play clips of that player, but somebody else will make a highlight during the clip. He's like, whoa, LeBron, you can't do that.
Don't do it to him. Oh, God. Oh. And then he just starts. So I was listening to that podcast, which was a good fun listen to. I think I'll probably tap in pretty regularly to that one now, because they were also talking about in the Cowboys game the player who had like 4 or 5 penalties on one drive.
What's his name?
James Hudson.
James Hudson the third. Yeah. James Hudson the third, the right tackle.
He just like very very just quickly as they were talking about it, he was like, I would have kept him in. But he's a Broncos fan. I never knew exactly what fan he was. He's a Broncos fan, so he was having a tough time on the pod.
It's tough way to lose a game. But I will say, not that this means everything, but obviously, sometimes when a player is that bad, it is pretty indicative. James Hudson had, I think, a 17 PFF grade after the game. 5 false starts on one drive, that'll do that to you. What do you call it?
Wasn't that crazy.
It doesn't mean everything, because L'Jarius Sneed had a really bad PFF grade against the Rams, and I think he was kind of awesome. Like, I don't know where the disconnect is there.
It's because
according to like the stats, he technically allowed a good amount of yards, but like for one, he shadowed Devontae Adams a good chunk of the game, and he won a lot of those reps. He had multiple PBUs covering Devontae Adams, but also there was this one throw where it's just Matthew Stafford bullshit, where Adams is completely behind Sneed, but Stafford throws this ball at this ridiculous fucking angle that somehow goes just right in front of Sneed and into Adams' hands as he's like right past like the definition of throwing a receiver open, like one of the best throws in that sense that you'll see, where it's just like, how the fuck does he do it? But that's just Matthew Stafford, man. Like I am victory lapping already. He's a steal. I expected him to be, but it's nice to see it actually play out this way. He's awesome. Jim DK, phenomenal returner, best returner we've had in I don't even know how long. In general, we're good on special teams now. Like, the coverage has been good, the blocking has been good. Obviously, we've got a great returner. Like, and Joey Sly is 8 of 8. If you told me before the season started that Joey Sly would have made all 8 of his first 8 field goal attempts, I wouldn't have believed you, because he's never been that kind of guy. Like, excuse me, he's always missing like the easy ones. He's hit multiple from in the 30s. He's hit multiple from 50 plus. Like, he's been automatic. So, shout out to Joey Sly. Want to talk about kickers?
You want to talk about kickers?
We can talk about kickers in a second. I'm almost done here. DK had a punt return that got called back because Cedric Gray had a penalty. Was an illegal blindside block. DK was already past the guy too. It was such an unnecessary penalty. but is what it is. But that was a good ball don't lie moment, because that was the drive where Cam Ward threw a beautiful pass to Alec Iomanner, and he made a David Tyree helmet catch on the sideline. And then a few plays later, it was 3rd and 9 in the red zone, and Cam Ward is working his magic, getting out of the pocket. He's directing traffic, and he throws the ball over 30 yards horizontally, the most ever. That was the most horizontal air yardage on a single throw in recorded history, at least since Next Gen Stats has existed, which I think is 2016. So, at least since then, it's the most horizontal yardage on a play ever, on a throw, rather. And it was a great throw. I mean, he threw across his body, across the field, but like that was not an interceptable ball. That was either an
He swung his body.
It was either a touchdown or an incompletion. Where he put the ball, that was a perfect football. And like, yeah, you don't want to see him do that every game because there's always a risk there. But it's a calculated. It's 3rd and 9. It's not like he's doing this on 1st down. It's a calculated risk. He wants to make a play. He wants to take the lead, or at least tie the game up at this point, because I think it was 10-3 at this stage in the game. He wants to tie the game up. He's gonna try something, and it worked. And like where he put the ball location was perfect. There was no chance at anything bad happening to it in the air. And Frank, like, he has not really thrown an interceptable ball in his first 2 games. In fact, he's the only quarterback taken number 1 overall to never throw an interception in his first 2 games as a starter. The only one ever. Only quarterback ever taken first to not throw an interception in his first 2 starts. And he hasn't thrown like any near misses in that department either. He's thrown a couple balls that like the DB could have maybe muscled his way into, had a chance at, but he's not thrown any, like, nothing really in harm's way through the air. Has had a fumble in each game so far, but the fumble against Denver was the last play of the game. I don't really put a lot of stock into that one. He was trying to throw it anyways when he fumbled it, so it's like he got hit at like early in his release, so it was a fumble, not a throw. But like, shit happens. The fumble in this game was legit. It was just, and like, he had a fumble issue in college. It happens. It still needs to get cleaned up. I'm fine with him not being perfect at this current moment. Like, he was late on a couple throws. He was late on a throw to DK that on a 3rd down that would have gotten us a first. You know, it sucks. It is what it is. But he found him too late. DK was already running to the sideline. He couldn't secure the feet. I think there was a play to Ridley in similar fashion as well. And there was a 4th down in this game that we got a field goal out of eventually, that Cam Ward converted the 4th down. It was a throwback concept to the other side of the field. He's supposed to throw to Gunnar Helm. He finds him too late, but then he ends up scrambling for the 1st down. So it's like, okay, you didn't see the open man initially. He was covered. You didn't force it, and you found the 1st down somehow. Like, that's, you know, everything you want to see in one play. Even if there's a mistake made, he immediately, you know, found a way to overcome it. So I don't know. I love Cam Ward. I love watching him play. I'm excited to watch him play this weekend. It is what it is. You know, losing these first 2 games. We're going to lose a lot of games this year. It's not a good football team yet. But he's exciting. I think he's the guy. And looking forward to seeing more of it. But Brandon Aubrey. Shouts out to Brandon Aubrey. He's on one of my fantasy teams. So
he's on 2 of mine.
I got 20 points out of him this week, I think.
I got 22 out of one and 23 in another, because the 23 they do 6 points for 60, because some do 5 some do 5 for 50 plus. Which I'm not in a league that's ever done this.
Should be its own.
I'm not in a league that does this. I like the idea of it's like 0.1 point for every yard for a field goal. So a 53 yarder is 5.3. I like that idea a lot. I've never been in a league that does that. But anyways, yeah. Best kicker in football, like, without a doubt right now.
Easily.
Some Steelers fans are saying Boz. Boz is number 2. Boz is a great kicker, but Brandon Aubrey is number 1.
Yeah, Boz ain't better than Aubrey. I have Boswell in a different league. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Chris Boswell.
Yeah.
In fact, Chris Boswell was the first ever fantasy kicker I had, I'm pretty sure. That was back in 2018.
I'll never forget what Daniel Carlson did for me the year he was like kicker number 1 in fantasy.
Daniel Carlson is hilarious because I was talking about this the other day because like Chad Ryland's been really good with the Cardinals so far. Like kickers that get drafted and then suck with the team that drafts them, and then they get cut and they're immediately stars somewhere else. Like Daniel Carlson missed like 3 field goals in his first game with the Vikings.
Somebody sign Jake Moody right now.
Signs with the Raiders, and he did not miss a single kick the rest of the season in his rookie year after signing with the Raiders. And now Chad Ryland, I think, has missed like 1 field goal with the Cardinals, and he's made like 20, 21, or 22. Like Ryland's been awesome with Arizona. So sometimes like,
go ahead.
I don't know. It's a confidence thing, I guess, with kickers. Like sometimes they just lose it. I don't know what it is. Like they get nerves in their first. Speaking of kickers getting nervous, my fucking Max Gilbert, man. Tennessee should have beaten Georgia, and some twink missed a 43-yarder, and then we went to overtime, and then we lost. And shit happens. When they said he was doing breathing exercises on the sideline before the attempt, I knew it was over.
You know what's funny? I just listened to Brandon Aubrey on the Pat McAfee show. He said he did the same thing. Like he does the same thing.
Whatever.
Hey, he needs to learn whatever breathing exercises fucking Brandon Aubrey's fucking doing because they're working.
But I get like Gilbert was really nervous, and then he missed. Well, what sucks is like they were gonna try to run a play to center because the hash marks are way longer in college, so the kicker has to adjust a lot more if they're on one side or the other. They were gonna try to run a play to center the ball at midfield, but then Lance Hurd gets a false start called against him, and now the 38-yarder is now going to be a 43-yard field goal. And so Josh Heupel was like, I don't want to try to run another play. We got another penalty. Now we're looking at a 48-yarder. Like, I'm just going to kick it now. Yeah, we probably should have ran a play.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
The question right now I want to pose is, what do you think the most any team, would be willing to trade for Brandon Aubrey?
It'd be a day 2 pick somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
I think if you're a great team, like I don't know, in a bubble, like if you're a great team and you just need a kicker, I think you're confident, you toss that first. You toss that, it's going to be late, you toss that first. For Aubrey, I think so. I mean, the Niners drafted Moody with a third, and without knowing what he really would be in the league.
Okay,
we're talking enough. So third is already the minimum. 2 we've seen. I mean, a kicker has been drafted in the first round, but like
Sebastian Janikowski was a first round pick. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best kickers ever. So at least that one worked out okay. But
knowing that he's that comfortable from 60 plus, like you have that much to play with. Field wise, like
this was a guy just sitting on his couch.
Bro, that's why you need a good woman in your life. You need a good woman in your life.
Good woman in your life.
Oh my god.
A good woman will tell you, "Hey, you could probably be a better kicker than these bums." And she's right.
Huh?
He's actually better than all of them.
What? It's just like he's like full slob at the moment. Maybe you're right. I could do that.
Was he eating wings at the time? Like, was he just?
I don't know, bro. He's fucking something up.
Okay.
But and then it was,
okay,
and then
fair enough. Yeah.
Because I heard
Sunday he's probably eating pizza.
I heard the full story, and like there was a point where because how much she pushed him, that she was like the full breadwinner for a moment while he's going to kicking camps, and then he goes to the UFL because he was working his full-time job, and then they would drive. He would drive like 40 miles to go to a kicking camp after work. And then I think for the UFL, because I mean they weren't making that much. Especially kicker in the UFL probably. Like she was just supporting them at the moment. And now he already signed like a 3-year. He's like one of the lowest paid kickers in the NFL.
He's about to get extended. Yeah.
He's gonna get. Hey, don't be surprised if that motherfucker gets $10 million a year.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it if they give Aubrey $10 million. I don't think it'll quite hit that much, but if it
think the most
I'm totally okay with it.
I looked this up.
Who's the highest paid kicker right now?
You don't like who the highest paid kicker is right now.
Oh, is it Harrison Get Back in the Kitchen Butker?
That's not how I would describe him, but that is who it is. Averages. Oh, I thought it was more than this. Okay, maybe. Okay, he will not get 10 mil. I thought it was more than this. Average annual value is 6.4 million.
For Butker?
Yeah. For some reason, I
Aubrey's
thought it was
getting 8 at least.
I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it was 8.25 when I looked it up.
I can see Aubrey getting 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 for sure. We'll see. Yeah, he's so good. He is I mean, the best at his position, and like comfortably. Part of that is opportunity. You know, there's kickers with legs who maybe could be doing the same thing. Who knows? But I mean, fuck, he's so good. Like we've seen this. Like once you're at the 50, you're just like, all right, let's just do a little halfback dive here just to make sure it's on the correct hash they want it on, and then you're just kicking it. That's insane. But yeah.
Yep.
I pray to God they let him rip a 70 at some point this. It'll be like an end of the half.
Or at least in the preseason next year, like just for fun, like stop a drive short, let him try it for 70. Why not?
Yeah.
What do you have to lose?
Just fuck around.
Just have some fun.
Yeah. That would be great. I think he could do it. I don't, it's not 100% shot. He's physically capable of doing it. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think just let because also, I mentioned a kicker you don't like earlier. The person who holds the record for longest NFL kick right now, nobody fucking likes right now. With that 66-yarder in Detroit or against Detroit. I can't remember if it was in Baltimore or not. If it was in Baltimore, if it was in Detroit, but it was against Detroit. Yeah, 66. So at least let a 67 at a minimum. Let him rip that shit. Let him get the record. He's on his way to be, if he's not already, because
wait a minute. How many yards? How many yards?
Oh fuck! That's how locked in. That's how locked in. I was about to say that's how locked in on Brandon Aubrey I am. That I let a fucking 6'7" thing slide. But yeah, you know what my game of the week was? Broncos Colts.
It was a great game.
Great game. And who walked away with the motherfucking win?
Jonathan Taylor.
Who does he play for? Who he play for?
Colts.
That's right, baby. Oh, that was so good. I was because I was watching the end of that with Gabe, and I was like, I picked the Colts to beat the Broncos. Partly because I believe it, but the other part to fuck with Jacob. I really need them to win this game. And when that flag got called that made that 60-yarder miss into a 45 make, I was so ecstatic. And also, Gabe thought they tied the game when that kick got made, so he was like, dude, why are you... Calm the fuck down. They still have overtime. And I was like, no, dude, they won. 2-0 Colts, baby.
I just realized that was the Horse Bowl.
That was the Horse Bowl. That was the Manning Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor did go absolutely fucking crazy in that game. Let's see.
He's been awesome this year.
25 carries, 165 yards. But yeah,
Jonathan Taylor.
The Broncos defense got ripped because they let that up, but then they still let Daniel Jones throw for over 300.
Yeah.
So they got fucking the Colts.
That's a great defense there in Denver too.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of hard. We're still in that early part of the season where we're like, is this because the Colts...
I mean, they were great last year, so they didn't lose anybody, so I'd have to imagine they're probably going to be really good.
Yeah. No, I still think they'll be good, but I don't know. I'm always a little more wary of year-to-year defense of it being the same, even with the same guys. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor also had 2 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown. Just an insane performance. But yeah. Yeah, I mean the Colts, wild card team, or they'll win the division. So top 4 seed Colts, baby. They better be thanking God. Who sees? Actually, they might just be good. They might not like Super Bowl contending good, but rightfully a top 4 seed good. Thank you. They play the Titans and the Rams and the Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, Titans. They got a lot of winnable games. Whew.
Thank
you. Anyways, any game you want to talk about?
To assume the Titans is a winnable game.
Well, I said winnable, not a surefire.
Give me Tennessee at home now. Nah.
Well, I mean,
last year it wasn't until I picked a team that wasn't the Titans that the Titans won a football game. I'm doing the same thing this year. I'm gonna pick the Colts. You see what happened? Even though I knew we were beating the Dolphins, but I'm like, I cannot I'm not picking the Titans because I'm just not gonna do it. And yeah, I am gonna pick. We'll get there. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know if I had like a ton really to say about last week's slew of games.
Well, my fucking
Detroit might be back earlier than we thought.
Yeah.
Or the Bears might just be that bad. The Bears might not be great right now. I think that's not impossible.
Yeah. Caleb and Ben are not on the same page yet, but again, I still think they'll get there. It's just going to take a minute.
I think so too.
I had Roma Dunze on my bench, which sucks.
Unfortunate.
He is wide receiver 1 apparently over in Chicago.
No more Keenan Allen politics over there. In fact, Keenan Allen leaving the Bears is the best thing could have happened for both teams because Allen is having a legitimate resurgence with the Chargers right now.
And the Bears suck. Oh wait, that's not good for them.
Yep. I still think Miami's bad. I just think New England is also probably not good.
Which sucks.
Because, I mean, giving up 27 points to the 2025 Miami Dolphins is not ideal.
No.
I think this Dolphins team is legitimately terrible. I would probably rank them 32nd right now.
One of the more fun sequences this week was the Dolphins returning a punt just to immediately kick it off to the Patriots, who then returned the kick.
Yep.
The worst game of this fucking weekend was Jags-Bengals, because we lost a soldier, man. We lost a fucking great player.
Just not a good game. Like, there was a ton of ref ball in this game.
Yeah, 3 interceptions by the winning quarterback.
Yeah,
Jake Browning, who I hope cleans it up a little bit. I think he's a guy that at least on the offensive side can keep them afloat, especially with the weapons they have. But the defense needs to step up.
Yeah.
Who the defense hasn't been, it hasn't been as bad as it was last year to start the year. We'll see if that holds true. I'm hoping it does. I think it will. But we'll see. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Joe Burrow's hurt again, turf toe, which is what fucking took out Michael Thomas's career.
Cardinals are 2-0.
Yes, although they almost fucking blew that game.
Almost, but hey, never wrong. Just early, we were high on Arizona last year,
and they were a team I still looked at.
A bunch about them, right?
We both looked at it and went, "I like you, but it's tough."
I like them. Onyx, what are you doing, baby? Onyx, hey. I don't know. She's sniffing around. I don't trust that. But 2-0. We'll see if that holds. But I mean, 2-0 so far. Like, Cardinals, I see you. I acknowledge what you're doing, and I hope you keep it up. So I'll be very proud if that's the case.
And then Panthers, like, it was bad for most of it, but you started to turn it around a little bit. Maybe you can build on that. I'm not asking you to make the playoffs or anything, but keep throwing to Tet, please.
He doesn't like to be called that, by the way.
Really?
He don't like that. No, he likes to. His mother, I know as well, was like really mad about it. She was like, "His name is Tetaroa. His name is not Tet." Like, I think it was his mom. Maybe it might have been his dad. One of his parents was like real upset about it. But yes.
Hunter Renfrow 2 touchdowns.
Wait, actually? Deadass?
Yes. He had.
How did I not hear about that? That's
I was getting hyped. I was like, "That's my fucking king!" Yeah, 7 receptions, 48 yards, 2 tugs.
Okay, yeah, good for him. Shit. Who the fuck's Bryson Tremaine? Why did he have 3 catches for 48 yards? Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, JT Sanders, 7 catches, 54 yards. Okay, it's nice to see him get going a little bit. Onyx, what are you doing? Hey,
Oh, hell yeah. Xavier Legette, 1 reception, -2 yards. Love to see that
one
get going.
rush for 0 yards, so 2 touches for -2 yards.
Oh, I think he had a shit ton of targets, though. I think I saw, like, he has...
It was like 1 of 7 or something like that.
I think he had, like, he's, like, the second player all time to have negative yardage with 8 targets.
Yeah.
Bad, which sucks because he's a cool dude, you know. Like all the interviews of him is
he's terrible. Unfortunately, is what sucks. He stinks. It's like
he was
I don't say that like happily, but
he was pick 32, right? First rounder.
Yes, pick 32 because the Bills traded the Bills traded back. Keon Coleman was a 33rd pick. I'm pretty sure.
How did they get 32?
Because they traded back with KC, and KC took Worthy. And then Buffalo traded back again, I think. Okay. I'm pretty sure.
No, that sounds right.
I think.
Because I definitely remember the KC Buffalo trade because everyone's like, how the...
You let them get Worthy. It's like, well, obviously they knew who Kansas City was taking and they were okay with it. They obviously didn't think Worthy was their Keon Coleman was their guy.
Yeah.
And Coleman's good. So, like, I don't mind that.
And Worthy's good, too.
Now,
when he's
we want to talk about who wasn't good this past week. A couple of quarterbacks had some stinkers in prime time. We'll start with J-Day because that was the Sunday night game. For them to announce him out for next week as early as Monday, that's bullshit. Frankly, they're hiding. This is a fake injury. They're hiding behind. He had a bad game. It's okay, but to rule him out before you even get into practice for the week, like not like we'll take it day by day. We'll see how his ankle's feeling. His ankle looked fine when he was scrambling outside the pocket on the second to last play of the game, but you're confident enough to rule him out as early as the next day?
Hey, we get Wentz ball, baby. I'm
not happy about that. I want to see Max Brosmer. And they just signed Desmond Ridder too. What the fuck? Let Max Brosmer play. Why the fuck's Desmond Ridder on this roster? You know Desmond Ridder sucks.
I'm gonna trust KOC on this. Of what he's seen.
Don't get me wrong. Like it'll be nice to see Carson Wentz again. You know, it's nice that he's hanging around. I want to see Max Brosmer throw the football, man. I don't care. Let the undrafted rookie get a shot at it.
Yeah, I trust Carson Wentz to chuck that bitch to Justin Jefferson, which one of my fantasy team needs. I won my ESPN league. I'm 2-0 there. That's the league. I really think I'm about to repeat in that league.
I went 0 for 3.
I went 0 for 2 in the others. I was the lowest scorer in both leagues. I'm pretty sure. I got dicked. In the league that we're in together. I got
straight belt in one of my leagues.
Well, I got straight strap. I would take the belt over the strap. Let me.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that was the one I'm looking at.
Real quick, before all the fantasy, I want to talk about Geno.
Well, this is a side tangent.
Okay, fair enough. Not a great game from Geno. I stayed up for this game. Was not pleased.
Okay, I got underachiever, but I was not the worst in that league that week.
Okay.
She looked like me. Isn't that Gabe?
That's Gabe.
Okay, he did worse than me. Sick. But
fantastic.
You did better than me. You had 121 in that league. I had 99.
I think I only lost by like 8 points, I think. I didn't lose by much. That league is definitely where my best team is. Naturally, it's a 10-team league. It's got to be where my best team is. But, like, I feel like I just drafted really well in that league. Like, I genuinely like that team a lot.
I thought it was my best team, but I'm also... Oh, no, that's not that team. I mean, I still think this was my best... At least my most balanced team in terms of running back, wide receiver... or at least how I felt about them. I need Brian Thomas Jr. to wake the fuck up.
He needs to stop playing like a bitch, and he needs to just take some contact.
Tet, you did good. Bijan, you're good.
Hey.
Kyron, I need a little more out of you. All right, Jordan Mason, I need you to... Hey, this is the week. I have not been playing him, but given Aaron Jones being out, I will be playing him.
Now as well, so you're gonna get Jordan Mason for a few. I have Jordan Mason in a league as well. I now have him.
Oh, the biggest thing was quarterback. I had I had Bo Nix. I maybe I overreacted to week 1. We'll see, but I switched him out for Justin Fields. That was bad. That was a bad idea because Justin Fields had like 29 the week before, and then he had like 3 points this week.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh. But with the Cowboys' passing defense, I'm putting in Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
And then DJ Moore. DJ Moore, this needs to be the game that gets you right. Not that you've been bad per se, like you haven't fully busted, but it's not been good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this ESPN Fantasy League, I got Lamar, who's I think the number one scorer in fantasy right now, and then ETN has been a nice surprise so far.
Absolutely.
But it's really Lamar, Brandon Aubrey holding the team down. Travis Hunter, even though he's not good for a normal league necessarily, he has been good in this defensive player slot for me when comparing to other defensive, because they're not going to be high scorers. So just the fact that he's getting a little bit of double dip in there. And I was able to pick up the Packers defense for this week against Cleveland. Don't know why the Packers defense was available, but
I wonder. Yeah, Jeff Hafley's a fucking dog. I wonder why that defense was available. Odd.
Best team in best. All right. Hey, give me your top 3 teams.
My top 3 teams in the league?
Yeah, This isn't the top 3 of the week, but give me your top 3 teams of the NFL season right now.
Just through these first 2 weeks, taking everything into account holistically. I mean, it has to be Baltimore, Buffalo, and Philadelphia in some order. Like,
does it?
I don't know who else I'd put in there. I mean, the Rams are making a case, certainly.
Mine definitely
are
goes
not too far off.
Mine goes Bills at 1 because of Josh Allen. That's all I need. I go Packers at 2.
Oh, that's fair.
And then number 3, I'll put Philly there just because the defending champs.
How did I forget Green Bay? I had them in the Super Bowl. Yeah, give me Green Bay over Philly.
And we just talked about them.
Yeah, and
I dead ass just talked
about
the
Super Bowl. I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, when you didn't say Green Bay, I was like, brother, you're missing your team. You're big, bro.
Say, that's the one that was my read. Was like, yeah, I think they got it.
They do. Hey, what? Imagine if the Cowboys had Micah, because the offense looks great. The Cowboys' offense looks good. They're putting up numbers.
And the Cowboys' defense is a Micah Parsons away from playing some good.
We need Overshown back. We're getting some secondary help coming in. We just signed Jadeveon Clowney. Oh my god!
Dirk's going nuts too.
Yeah.
Hi,
Dude, the jerseys I have like in my closet right now are the jerseys of fucking doom and despair. I've got the Luka Mavs, I got the Parsons Cowboys, I got Joe Burrows, and then there's just Dirk, just alone trying to hold the whole room together.
I have 2 AJ Browns. I've got a Corey Davis. I got a Marcus Mariota. I've got a Ryan Tannehill, and I have a knockoff Jeffrey Simmons jersey, and that's the one. I have a Traylon Burks jersey. Like, the Jeffrey Simmons jersey is like the one thing holding it down in there, and even then, it's like you can tell it's fake. So like, when I get me some money, the Cam Ward jersey is hitting the closet.
I might fuck around and get an Aubrey.
Yeah. I might fuck around and get a Joey Sly jersey at this rate, dog.
Yeah.
Alec Iomanner jersey definitely at some point if he keeps doing this. Let me get the Gunnar Helm jersey. Fuck it. Femi Oladejo jersey.
All right. Was there any other game you wanted to talk about?
Jersey. Yeah, I wanted to finish up on Geno here real quick.
Okay, and then I got one more thing.
First of all, terribly called game by Chip Kelly, but also the Raiders need to figure out how to block for Genty. Every single Genty touch is him fighting for his life to get 1.5 yards. It's malpractice. They need to let him get to the second and third level more.
11 carries, 43 yards.
He had almost 4 yards a pop, and he was starting to get a few late in the game, but they were behind, so they got away from the run game. It's unfortunate, but Geno was bad. His first throw of the game was a pick. He just didn't see the safety.
That was the only thing I saw from that game.
It got bounced up in the air, then Diane Henley picked it off, who Gabe and I were just talking about right before the game started. And then the second interception, I don't really care about this one. This was an arm punt. It was third down. He threw a deep shot to Dante Thornton. Thornton didn't really box out the DB. He didn't use enough of his body, I felt, trying to get up there. And I mean, also it was double coverage, so like probably just an ill-advised throw. But it's third down. Like if you're incomplete on this down anyway, what are you gonna do? You're gonna punt it. What did Geno do? He threw it 60 yards downfield. That's a punt. That's an arm punt. That's fine. He went to the Joe Flacco School of Arm Punts.
I think he's leading
Third
the league in picks
interception
right
was
now.
also bad. Like third interception was in the end zone, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you don't like that. I mean, squander some points there. Not a great game from Geno. Not a great called game by Chip Kelly either. But we will hold. Geno will bounce back this week, I'm sure. So Geno FC remains strong.
I was gonna say, it looks like Chargers just have a good defense. Like I'm not gonna overreact too much on Geno's side.
The future Tennessee Titans head coach Jesse Minter has a great unit over there in LA. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Come on, you got a young QB. You want an offensive guy.
I want an offensive guy. I wouldn't hate it if they went with Jesse Minter or Jeff Hafley, though. I'd be totally fine with that. Would be absolutely fine with that. Because I'm also seeing, not the best defense in the world right now, and I would like to see more creativity defensively. Granted, we did get an interception on Stafford where Denard Wilson called a pretty good, really good play here. Really nice disguise. He had Cody Barton lined up on the line of scrimmage. So Matthew Stafford pre-snap is thinking he's either blitzing or he's the flat defender. And he goes way upfield. Stafford locks into the pre-snap read, which he rarely does, and throws it right to Cody Barton. That's how the Titans got 3 more points before the half and went into halftime with a 13-10 lead. Obviously didn't last, but we had it. I'm ready to make picks for this next week if you are.
I was just gonna also throw in that Baker's probably a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. That 4th and 10 run.
I wouldn't go that far because he's not better than Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Herbert, Burrow, or Stafford.
I'm not including Burrow because he's out.
Well, that's okay.
I would put him over Mahomes right now. I probably would go Allen, Lamar. If I put Mahomes out of respect, there he is at 3. Herbert. Fuck it.
Stafford.
I think my top 5.
Better than Baker.
I think my top 5. All right, I'm going to commit to my top 5. I'm going to go Allen. I'm going to go Lamar. Yep. I'm going to go Herbert. I'm going to go Baker Stafford.
Baker's not better than Stafford.
Right now, give me Baker.
Nah.
Give me Baker right now.
Nah. I am not with you on this one.
I can tell.
Baker's been awesome. Awesome.
Even if I were to swap them, that's still 5. He's still top 5.
I still ain't putting him over Mahomes personally, but Baker's been really great. Baker right now through these first 2 weeks is playing the best football of his career that he's ever played through the first 2 weeks of the season. Absolutely, Baker's been awesome. We do picks.
Yeah, we'll do picks. Bucks are going to be going to the NFC Championship game. Isn't that what a world?
It's possible. It's very possible. Right. Dolphins at Bills. Bills by 50.
That's not
Bills
even
by 50 trillion. I'm not entertaining this any longer.
Falcons at Panthers. This could be a fun one, but I will be riding with the Falcons.
I think it should be a fun one, but give me Atlanta.
Packers at Browns. Give me the Packers.
Easily. By 100 trillion, billion, zillion.
Texans at Jags. I think the Jags get it done.
I don't feel good about either of these.
No. I don't think this is a. we're not watching. 2 Goliaths go at it.
I ain't watching this game. Even if the Titans weren't playing, I wouldn't be watching this game. Damn. Okay. I guess Jacksonville. I kind of want to pick Houston because I don't think they're going to start 0-3. But fuck, I'm gonna go with Houston.
All right. The desperation can play in for sure.
Yeah, cornered animal mode here. They need to get a win. Maybe Stroud finds a way.
They might have the better quarterback. It's kind of in a weird slot right now. Like I don't really know.
I think I would say Trevor's never even reached the highs that Stafford has quite. I don't think
Stroud.
Trevor at his best was Trevor at his best was still a little worse than what Stroud has been at his best, and we've never seen Stroud hit the same lows that Lawrence has had. Yeah. I'm gonna say.
How do you feel about Trevor Lawrence waving off his head coach like that?
I mean, I don't know all that led up to it or what they've, how they've felt about it. I don't love it, certainly, but I keep coming back to this thing that Trevor said in March, right before he was drafted, where he did this interview. It was in a magazine, and he said I don't really have a drive to I need to be the best. Like even if I was terrible at football, I would be totally content with my life. And that's a great mentality to have just in general, to not feel like you need this. I'm starting to think he don't want it bad enough.
Especially because he got paid. He's gotten paid. He really
right. Like, I'm starting to think he doesn't want it bad enough. Frankly, for the kind of quarterback he was supposed to be coming out, what he's looked like.
I don't doubt come Sunday he wants it bad enough. But I definitely doubt come fucking every other day of the week during the preparation he probably doesn't want enough. Because I bet while he's out there, while juices are flowing, while the game's going, he wants it. He wants it just as bad as anyone else. But I just. With his tools that he has at his disposal and how he's been playing so far in his career, he can't be going all out through the week to get ready. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah, I think, and like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world, especially just from a person standpoint. Like if I'm glad that he doesn't feel like that it wouldn't be life ruining if he
being
wasn't in the NFL anymore.
Being a mentally healthy quarterback is a disadvantage. You need to be crazy.
Tom Brady gave up his entire family,
and that's why he's the GOAT
for an 8-9 season. That's greatness right there.
And dead ass. That's why I think he'll never be surpassed as the GOAT. Nobody's got that hunger. Dude, I listened to Tom Brady speak, and I'm like, God, you're the fucking best that ever did it.
Got the fire in his belly.
Fuck, dude, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, or any other quarterback especially. That man's the fucking GOAT. And I think relative to their sports, I think he's the best ever. With the exception of individual athletes like Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is the GOAT overall.
I saw something today. I won't spend a lot of time on this.
I think I know where you're going.
I sent it. Okay. I forgot I sent it. Dude, I know these are bad on purpose. This was the most perfectly crafted rage bait I have ever seen in my fucking life. It was top 50 athletes in their prime. I think it was just team sports because I don't think there was any Olympians on there. I didn't see Simone Biles or Michael Phelps or anything. So I'm the generous read here is that it was just football, baseball, basketball. I don't even know if he had a hockey player on there. MJ was one. LeBron was not in the top 50 anywhere. Also not pictured in the top 50. Calvin Johnson, the guy who had the best wide receiver season ever,
regular season,
is not in the top 50. There were multiple receivers in the top 50. None of them were Calvin Johnson. He put Mike Vick as the best prime any quarterback has ever had. That was fucking insane. He put him right above Peyton Manning.
Yeah, so there's no hockey players, and it's all team sports except for boxing because there is Muhammad Ali at 11.
What the fuck is even the criteria? Because he had one baseball player there, and it was McGuire, who obviously we're not discounting people who use steroids because McGuire is there. So why the fuck is Barry Bonds not in the top 50? Barry Bonds is the best player to ever pick up a bat.
Shannon Sharp is at 41. Aaron Donald is at 44. How do you feel about that?
Who's at 40? Who's at 41?
Shannon Sharp. Great player.
Why the fuck is Shannon Sharp Shannon Sharp's awesome. Why the fuck is he in the top 50 most dominant primes of any athlete ever? That's ridiculous.
Greatest in their prime.
Too low. JJ Watt's too low.
Yes, JJ Watt was behind Michael Irvin.
Give JJ Watt the cocaine that Lawrence Taylor had. He'd have 6 defensive player of the years at least.
But he didn't. Lawrence Taylor is my defensive GOAT in football.
If I was ripping a line every game, I could get a sack every game. Sorry. It's JJ Watt.
No, Lawrence Taylor had the fucking determination to use the coke. JJ Watt was too much of a pussy to not do coke.
JJ would get in trouble for the coke. It's ridiculous. They were allowed to do that shit back then.
That's why Michael Irvin's here on 17.
Who had a cigarette and a beer at halftime? That's just the shit they were allowed to do back then.
Barry Sanders at 27, right below Chad Ochocinco.
Which again, why is Chad Johnson on this list and not Calvin Johnson? You put the wrong fucking Johnson in there.
Do you know who's better in their? Do you know who's a better basketball player in their prime than LeBron James?
Who's there that was ridiculous that I didn't see?
Well, Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. Oh my God. Even Shaq at 3 is ridiculous. Kobe at 7 is ridiculous. Again, no LeBron in the top 50 and MJ at 1 tells me everything I need to know about you and what kind of man you are. But the whole rest of the list too, it's fucking terrible. Yeah, I want to. Bengals at Vikings. It's Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning, but it's Jake Browning versus this Brian Flores defense. Give me the Vikings.
Give me the Bengals. I'm riding with Browning, dude.
All right, fair enough.
Also, he's going to be pumped up. He's going to be pumped up to play the Vikings. He was last
game,
year.
Yeah.
He was last year. He had that comeback, so I've seen him, when it matters, play well against that defense. So we'll see.
Revenge game.
Revenge game, always.
Steelers at Patriots. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, I'll ride with you on that one.
I like New England barely beating the Dolphins really rubs me the, especially allowing so many points. Like, well, you know what happened with this Patriots defense. Terrell Williams, the defensive coordinator, who was the D-line coach in Tennessee when Vrabel was the Titans head coach, he got sick. I think he had some health problems. He had to go to the hospital, and Mike Vrabel called defensive plays. And we know bad things happen when Mike Vrabel has to call defensive plays, like allowing 27 points to the 2025 Miami Dolphins. Yeah. Or you get the
one of those
2020
was a
Titans
special
defense,
team score.
which you get the 2020 Titans defense, which was one of the worst third down defenses in the history of the NFL. They had an over 50% third down conversion rate allowed, and a lot of those were like 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. Like they were allowing long third downs. It was terrible.
Yeah, but give me
Pittsburgh.
Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me DK Metcalf. Having a good game, producing.
Rams at Eagles. Yo, give me the Rams.
I'll ride with you on that one. I do not like the Eagles. I mean, what's going on with the passing game? Like we've talked about it being bad. This is crazy. 2 weeks in.
I don't know how the updated chart looks. I can't imagine it's much better.
Nah.
In week 1, Jalen Hurts simultaneously had the highest time to throw in the NFL at like 3.7 seconds from the time the ball was snapped to the time the ball left his hands, while simultaneously having the lowest average depth of target in the NFL. So he's waiting forever to throw checkdowns. And in this game as well, he had 101 passing yards in this second game as well.
So if I were to rank players that could get traded mid-season, I would put like Tyreek Hill number 1. Sneaky A.J. Brown, sneaky. Probably wouldn't
send him back to Tennessee. Fuck it.
They would, yeah. I mean, that's not a bad spot because they would. I definitely think they would go other conference for sure.
I don't know who in the AFC would like. I mean, Kansas City would want him, assuming they didn't get Tyreek back, which I think would be the route that they go if they were to.
Yeah, because I think Tyreek is, I think he's more than likely to go. I don't think AJ Brown's likely, but I think Tyreek Hill is actually like more than likely.
Did you see Chiefs players wearing fucking free Rashee Rice t-shirts?
Yes, that was insane.
Insane. Like as if like all Rashee Rice, like, as if he was like just suspended for jaywalking or something. Like he almost fucking killed somebody.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Just dumb.
He was a bad angle away from being Henry Ruggs.
Like, no, for real.
Talking about some free him, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
that is
and I heard the judge from that case themselves said that he didn't seem remorseful for what he had done.
He really didn't give a shit. Well, like you even see it in the video. He didn't even fucking check on him.
Oh, yeah,
he just walked out of the car and started walking away. Yeah, he left the scene.
Yeah.
Jets at Bucks.
Yeah, Chiefs easy to unlike. Jets at Bucks. Give me the Bucks. One of the,
pretty handily. Give me Tampa here.
They're gonna be
Todd Bowles' revenge game.
They're gonna be 3-0. Let's
Todd Bowles' revenge game.
What are the odds? What are the playoff odds on 3-0 teams? And then what do they do?
They've made it the last several years. I mean, they've been there.
Yeah.
This is their 5th straight year, starting 2-0, I think.
And they always seem to, we'll see, man.
They find a way.
Conference championship game. I'm not saying they'll win it. Just gonna tell you right now, they're gonna be there.
I wouldn't hate that. Them versus Green Bay. It'd be a fun game.
Fuck it, Bucks to the Super Bowl.
I would much rather see Tampa there than Philly.
100%.
Now, granted, my ideal conference championship game would be Rams Packers. That would be my preference. But
I would enjoy a Bucks Bills Super Bowl a lot.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Seeing 2018 quarterbacks go head to head. One whose team believed in him and the other's team abandoned him.
Yeah. One who had to get it out the fucking mud.
Colts at Titans. Colts by $1 billion. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Colts by a trillion.
I know you're trying to do some little reverse psychology, reverse jinxing, but the Colts are just that
No,
good, dude.
I'm not. I'm picking Indy. Like the offense has been legitimately good. Like there's no.
I mean, like I've said, I think they have a good roster. They just keep not being able to get the quarterback right.
Tyler Warren has to be like the easiest fantasy steal of my lifetime. I have no idea why his ADP was so low. Like
People are just scared of rookies.
The quarterback situation again, but like look at Brock Bowers last year with fucking Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew throwing in the ball. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're scared of rookies.
If you're that good of a player, you're gonna get the fucking football. So Tyler Warren, I don't care if it was Anthony Richardson throwing or Daniel Jones or fucking Riley Leonard or Jason Bean. He was gonna get the ball.
Let's not get too crazy.
Well, Riley Leonard doesn't throw the ball, so yeah, that's fair.
Also, with those other quarterbacks, how many chances? Because you might only get 3 chances a drive to get it to Tyler Warren. At least with Daniel Jones, you're getting a couple more plays in a drive. All right,
Raiders at Commanders.
Give me the Commanders.
Jaden Daniels is not playing. I'm taking the Raiders.
You're right. I forgot about that part. That's a pretty big part. Who's their backup?
Marcus Mariota is going to be playing
2025 Mariota? Yeah, I'll go with the Raiders. Fuck.
This will probably be the other game that I have on, if I'm being honest. Among all of these. Rams Eagles maybe would probably be the one.
I'm tuning in to fucking Carson Wentz, Jake Browning.
I know you are. You don't have to tell me. As soon as I saw that was on the dock, I'm like, Brayden's gonna jack off to this. I'm
watching that shit. Give me Carl.
Broncos at Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Although I think it's going to be a good close game.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll go with I said, home team. If I think it's close for a divisional game, I'm going to ride with the home team. All right, yeah, Saints at Seahawks. Give me the Hawks.
Yep, I feel good about that.
The game I will be watching during this slate, Cowboys. This is actually how I prefer football to be for me. I like to watch the noon slate, Red Zone, Cowboys individually on that afternoon slate, and then Sunday Night Football. That is my ideal football Sunday, and I'll be able to do it this week. And watch a team that when they offensively do something, I'll enjoy because I have a lot of fantasy players on the Bears, and I like the Bears players individually. So. And the Cowboys' passing defense sucks, so it might just... I hope Cowboys win, but it might just be a storm for me to enjoy this game on a lot of levels.
I don't feel good about it, and neither does Vegas because the spread is 1. It's juiced to Dallas. I'm gonna go with Chicago.
I'm not mad at that.
Only because I don't know that I trust them starting 0-3. I feel like Ben Johnson's gonna right that ship eventually. Dennis Allen's a good defensive coach. And I don't like Dallas's defense, and I feel like for Chicago, at least offensively, I feel like they could probably get it together.
I'm trying to think. When are we getting Overshown back? When are we getting Rebel?
Rebel's still not healthy.
He's Overshown's aiming to play before Thanksgiving, so he'll be a while. What was here? Be a minute. Yikes. Deron Bland did not practice. Trayvon Diggs missed practice. Yeah, secondary's looking rough right now. But I'm still going to ride with the Cowboys. I trust Dak.
Yeah, I totally get it.
And if it comes down to a kick, who you trust? Who the
Brandon Aubrey.
Fuck who you trust? All right, Cardinals at Niners.
Give me Cardinals.
Especially with Brock Purdy out.
Yeah. No, Mac Jones was good last week, but
he was, but also still no Kittle. They played the Saints. Not that the Cardinals maybe defensively, I don't know how much better they are than the Saints, but still just overall as a team, I like the Cardinals a good bit more than the Saints, so I'm gonna ride with them.
Fairs.
Trey McBride, 2-touchdown game coming up.
Chiefs at Giants. If the Chiefs can't, first of all, why the fuck is this Sunday Night Football? Nonsensical Giants billion primetime games just because they're in New York. Once again, I'm so tired of this bullshit.
Well, because it's like if they're gonna have to, here's the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs. They should pretty handily win this one.
Give me the
one in the win column finally.
Give me the Giants. I think the Giants. The Giants are the Cowboys having the third best kicker in the league away from winning that game.
Yeah.
Now it's the flip side because the Chiefs' offense is struggling, but I still trust the Chiefs' defense. So it's kind of the flip side of what the Cowboys situation was, but maybe to less extremes in terms of how good each side was or how bad each side was. But fuck it, man. I mean, Russ looked good. Russ looks healthy. Malik Neighbors, Wando Robinson, that's a great 1-2 punch. And then you get Tracy and Scadaboo out of the line. I don't know. Is Andrew Thomas healthy? Is he hurt? How long is he out? Is he out for the? I don't remember keeping up with him.
I don't know if I don't know what's up with him right now.
Because that's where Hudson was playing. Andrew Thomas
Hudson was on the right side.
No, he was on left. He was on left.
Was he?
Yeah, he was on left. He was
never
in for Andrew Thomas. It says he's questionable. That's a big swing if he plays, but I'm gonna say the Giants, man.
Yeah.
In New York, yeah, give me the Giants. Here's a fun one. Here's gonna be a high-scoring affair.
Oh, yeah. Lions at Ravens. This is gonna be a gajillion points scored. This is 2018 Chiefs Rams watch here. Give me Baltimore at home though. Two elite teams. Give me the home team.
That's a great tiebreaker.
Yeah.
God, the Lions are staring at me, especially because they finally, it feels like they kind of unlocked their passing game, and the Ravens' passing defense hasn't been good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can they exploit it enough? What's the Lions' run defense looking like?
That's a good question. Granted, it doesn't matter what your run defense is when you're having a game plan for both Lamar and Henry.
Great point.
Yeah. It fucks everybody up.
Yeah. Give me... Gosh. Great teams don't lose 2 in a row. Great quarterbacks don't lose 2 in a row. I'll play it safe. I'll go with Lamar, but I am like 49-51 on this game.
Both of these teams started 0-1 and won last week, so that doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I had it flipped in my head for the Ravens. All right, you convinced me. Detroit.
I wasn't trying to move you off Baltimore, but fair enough. I mean, it's better for me if the Ravens win in this scenario.
It is, because I'm up 6 right now for the whole year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I gotta stop getting too cute.
I don't even.
I do this every year.
Oh, sorry, I'm up 5.
You get off to an early lead because I get up too cute, and then I lock in later in the year.
It's not even that. It's just I no ball. You took a set. You're taking too long to hop on the Colts train. I'm trying to think what were we different on? Okay, so you were right about Green Bay, and then I had Detroit. You had Chicago. I had San Francisco. You had New Orleans. I had the Rams. You had Tennessee, and then I had the Colts. You had Denver.
Yeah.
But you had the Chargers. I had the Raiders.
Bears.
Yeah, I'm up 5 right now, 2 weeks in. I've gotten 24 right. Watch out.
Are we ready for
Yes.
top 3?
Yes. Top 3 of the week. Top 3 Trumpisms.
Top 3 Trumpisms. Now this is of course not an endorsement segment. It's just he said a lot of things that
this
have
is
made their
apolitical
way into a lot of people's vocabulary, mine included.
People are saying he is the most influential person in the English language since William Shakespeare.
See, you started that sentence with a Trumpism. People are saying. Many people are saying this.
People are saying.
I'm hearing rumors. Many are. Onyx, baby, what are you doing?
Yeah. You want to kick us off with your? I think you have an honorable mention. You want to kick us off?
My honorable mention is open the schools. I got open the schools here. Is the honorable mention. This is a banger. Anytime somebody says something dumb, people will say open the schools. This is a Trumpism. I don't remember exactly where it was from, but this one's older, I think.
Has to be
But
COVID time.
yeah, this is definitely older, an older Trumpism for sure. But this is one of his. It's pretty good. Do you want me to do my number 3 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually just kind of said it. It's any iteration of many are saying this, people are saying this, I've always said this thing, anything like that, anything of somebody saying this. That's number 3. That's a great one. It's one that I use very often. I think it's very universal. It's very easily applicable, and it always lands for me. This is anytime somebody's anytime there's a good bit. It's very easy to throw in there. I think this is a good one. It's very applicable. I like it a lot.
Very similar to my number 3.
Many are saying this is one of Trump's best Trumpisms.
It's very similar to my number 3, which is when he says they're saying, I'm not saying, they're saying. When he does that, when he says somebody else is saying something, I'm not saying it. I am saying it right now, but I'm not actually saying it. Where it's like he is saying it. Like that is the point he wants to make. That is what he thinks, but he's saying someone else is saying it. They're calling him Michael Obama. I'm not calling her Michael Obama, but people are calling her Michael Obama. Like it would be something like that, where like that he's just trying to make that jab or that point without saying he's saying it. Because then he gets to be like, I never said that. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Later down the line. Yeah, that's my number 3, Trumpism. Your number 2.
This is a recent one. This was like last month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with everybody transgender. This was like, it was like they want everybody to get the surgery. They all want the operation. They want everybody transgender. And just the sentence everybody transgender. That's a big one. I like that one a lot. Like somebody had, this was I don't always read a whole thread when I see shit like this because sometimes it just ain't worth going down the rabbit hole.
Right.
But somebody had just said two people were arguing about trans people, and one of the replies was, there is no such thing as a cis woman. And somebody quoted that with everybody transgender. Everybody transgender. So I think this is a banger. I think this is a modern day classic. I do think he still has the fastball to a degree. He's definitely not espousing them as often as he used to. And he's definitely missed opportunities. Like, I can't believe he didn't bust out Kami Mamdani when he was complaining about Zoran after he won the primary. Like, that was right there. It was for the taking. It was easy. And he didn't even think of it. It could have been easy off the dome. That's something 2016 Trump would have had locked down. They're calling him Kami Mamdani. Many are saying they're calling him Kami Mamdani. Yeah, I think he still got the fastball. I think the velo hasn't fallen off that far. I think everybody transgender is a banger. Your number 2.
My number 2 is again just one phrase, but especially in sports or anything with a score.
Oh yeah.
Just as soon as your team is up in any capacity, you got to hit the fucking stop the count. Stop the count.
Anytime, especially when you're not supposed to win.
Yeah.
And you take a lead. Yeah. Stop the count.
Your team gets a field goal on the first drive when they're the underdog.
That's it.
Stop the count. Stop.
That's how it felt when we got one against Denver to start that game. I'm like, yep. All right, we can go now, right? Like,
that's one of the ones that'll stick around long after forever. Trump is gone. It'll be in sports forever. I think the people of our kids, like our generation's kids, will say it because they'll hear us say it all the time. Anytime they're watching a game,
they won't know where it's
they
from
won't even really get it. They won't even really get it. They'll be like a reality TV star president. Dad, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what's crazy? Just how many like common phrases in the English language that come from baseball that you would never know come from baseball until you watch baseball.
I mean,
you're like, wait a minute.
The whole idea of progression of sex is tied to baseball. First base, second base.
Yeah, home plate. Like,
yeah, did you go? What? I don't know how that got tied in so closely together, but it did.
So many like pieces of the English language that are like directly tied to baseball. Yeah, it truly is America's
pitching
pastime.
Something. Pitching something, I'm assuming. I guess sometimes I don't know, but I'm just going to take
let
wild
me
guesses.
Pitch an idea here. Yeah.
Anything's a home run. If anything's really good, it's a home run.
Yeah, this is a home run.
Anything that sucks is a strikeout. Is a strike. 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah, like if you make a mistake at work, 3 strikes and you're out, you get fired type shit.
And that shows you how much more impactful baseball is than bowling.
I love you.
Because if you did something good, I'm not calling it a strike.
Yeah, I'm not. Or get your mind out of the gutter. Gutter ball.
Yeah, I guess bowling's got that one.
I don't even think that's. I think it's just
definitely not. It's definitely just referring to trash.
My number one Trumpism here.
Yeah.
This is one sentence, this is a few sentences, but any sentence in this could theoretically be its own. I haven't done it yet. I may do it. If this doesn't work out, probably I will do it. I would almost say definitely. The whole thing, top to bottom, is like 5 Trumpisms put together.
Peak Trump.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's a banger. That's an all-timer. I think I remember this one. This was a few years ago, but I think I remember this one. I don't remember what it was for, but I think I remember when it happened. Because this was a big one when it initially dropped. But yeah, I haven't done it yet. I may do it. If this doesn't work out, probably I will do it. I would almost say definitely. That's a banger. Certified banger. You are number 1.
I just thought of an honorable mention, actually, and I'm just going to throw out they both don't know what the fuck they're doing.
That's a good one.
That was a great one because it was like it's like one of the few times where you go, yes, yes, yes,
yeah.
and then it just doesn't go anywhere.
One time he ever criticized Israel was I think they both don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They've both been fighting a war for so long that they both don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it was like the one time it's like, yes, keep going with that. No, you're losing it. No, go back. Yeah. But my number one Trumpism, because it's how I always start any impression I do of him, is the teeth suck.
Yep.
That's without a doubt number 1. That is number 1 as the number 1 Trumpism. It goes hand in hand with the hands. I'm not going to... I know I didn't say anything about hands. Hands is also like peak Trumpism, but definitely is number 1. It kickstarts all
Somebody made... I saw a list a long time ago, and... What's going on with my boys and in some cases gals? That's another great one. That's an all-timer. I have the best words. It's short and sweet.
Yeah, he's got a bunch. Kofafe.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Which I think was supposed to be coverage. Which
possibly.
Which I've definitely typed a word and just missed all of the buttons and been like, wow, what the fuck?
If it does bad for the children, it does bad for people that are older than children. I've never heard that one before, but that's a good one.
It sounds true. I don't know what that could be in context to, but that sounds like he might be right. I don't know.
Weed is what he was looking at, apparently. There.
All right, no, maybe not.
People don't explain to me. I explain to them. Another quick one, but I think that's. Here's the list. Here's the list. Don't we, folks? I love that one. That's top 5 for me. Don't we, folks? We love all the Trumpisms. Don't we, folks? Don't we, folks is a banger. It's called We Do a Little, or in this case trolling, but I think I guess that's what. So true. Sad's a big
so
one.
True.
I love the sad is one that I say a lot.
So true is a Trumpism?
Yeah, so true with the exclamation mark and sad with the exclamation
mark.
Wow,
because I got co-opted because I just think of so true, bestie.
Fairs. Speaking of fairs, that Soto flyer was fair. That's a home run. But when I did this earlier, the Padres had just hit a grand slam. By the way, that was there's a Denny's menu item named after the grand slam, and there's a Denny's concert named the Denny's Grand Slam. So more baseball terms in real life. fortunately or unfortunately, concepts of a plan. You're telling me now for the first time is top tier. Fake news, wrong, low IQ person, Kafefe.
Now, fake
Thank
news
you,
is
Kanye,
huge.
very cool.
Thank you, Con. That is a great one.
That is a great one.
But yeah, fake news, that's massive. Thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
Nobody knows insert job like I do. Nobody knows books like I do. Nobody knows pharmacy like I don't.
Nobody knows Pokemon like I do.
Yeah. Big if true. That's another big one. I use that one a lot.
Massive.
Big if true. Haters and losers. That's another great one. We're going to X like nobody has X'd before. That's another very. They're not sending their best. That's one of my favorites. You can say that a lot of things too. Open the schools. Here it is. Calling for a total shutdown of blank until we can figure out what's going on. And then worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. Okay, so this is a good list here. It's a very good list.
He knows how to drop some lines, man.
Very, very quotable man. I have nothing else.
Maybe the most quotable man of our lifetime.
Of our lifetime, certainly. I think I would have to say, at least to that I can recall immediately. Yeah, just not as like somebody who's like an actor or a music art, like somebody who would be in like media, like in that sense, but like a guy who's famous who just says a lot of shit that makes its way into everybody's vocabulary. Yeah, probably the most quotable man of our generation.
Maybe since Shakespeare. People are saying it. I'm not saying it.
Is it time for what we've been on?
Yes. I'll kick us off. So go
ahead.
So I finished the Zelda Four Swords manga. The resolution I didn't quite love. There's like the evil Link in that one, and then at the end they were just like, actually, dude, you're not even evil. You're just one of us, but just different. And it just felt like it came out of nowhere. But overall, it's still a fun read. Nice fun. But then a while back, I finally found the first issue of the Twilight Princess manga, which is like the big one, as far as I know, for the Zelda mangas. And it's the one specifically that made me even try to check them out because Internet Pit Stop, I think is the YouTube channel's name.
I love Internet Pit Stop.
Yeah, outstanding. I mean, some of the best videos.
Terrific
outstanding.
Channel.
But he had a whole video talking about the manga, and it's the reason I wanted to check it out in the first place. So I finally got my hands on the first one. I'm reading it right now. I'm only like 2 chapters in. Nothing but setup. But it looks great. It already the cool thing about these mangas is sometimes they add a bit more to the lore that help with some weight. But we'll see. Yep. Like Link in the Twilight Princess one, like he is happy where he's at, and he literally says, "I hope it stays this peaceful forever."
You keep cutting out. Huh. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. Anyways,
they're not sending their best. That's for sure.
The manga is fun. I got to start because I finally got like the first volume of Absolute Batman and Absolute Superman. I need to start those. Because Absolute Wonder Woman, I think I've read the first 5 or 6 issues. That one was really fun. There's still more after that. But I think I'm just going to start waiting for the volumes to come out because like keeping up with and tracking down the individual issues. Because I would have started these way earlier, but the only one I could get my hand on like the individual issues of before they all sold out was Absolute Wonder Woman, which is crazy. Interesting. Why of those 3? Why is it Wonder Woman? Why is Wonder Woman the one that's still available, still on shelves?
Especially when like people say many are saying that it's the best absolute.
I heard it started like that. I've heard the because it's like the six issues are I guess like it's like shorter arcs.
Yeah.
I've heard hers takes a dip, not like a nosedive or anything, but takes a bit of a dip after. We'll see. That's what people are saying.
But you're right. Interesting. Many are saying that hers. It is interesting that hers are on the shelf still. It's almost like,
especially when it was because the issues I got my hands on were 1 through 6, and those were the issues everyone's like, this is the best. Very interesting. I wonder what could be the reason. What's the difference
Wonder
between?
Why that might be.
What's the difference between her and Batman and Superman? We'll see.
The haters and the losers are refusing to buy the Wonder Woman, the Absolute Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they're the same idiots that are saying she's not like on the Mount Rushmore for superheroes, which is ridiculous.
Nonsensical.
The Mount like I don't even think it's debatable. The Mount Rushmore is the DC Trinity and Spider-Man. That is the Mount Rushmore for superheroes.
Absolutely.
Obviously, your individual Mount Rushmores can be different, but people have the dumbest fucking arguments against her. Like name a Wonder Woman villain, and they're arguing for Wolverine to be on there, and I'm like, okay, dude, name a Wolverine. You can maybe name X-Men villains, but name a fucking Wolverine villain. Sabretooth? Then who else?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Cersei's, Ares, Cheetah, like you're being an idiot.
Yeah. I can't believe people don't know Cersei. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, or fucking Ares. I mean, just think of a Greek god, like who maybe she's beefing with, like. But anyways, yeah. Still watching more American Dad. Oh, I watched Batman 89. I'm hopefully I can watch the next one this weekend. But I'm trying to watch through all the Batman movies, all the live-action Batman movies. Obviously, from 89 on, I'm not going to watch the live-action 1960s show movie that got put out. But it was good, but it's just not how I know or like those characters, especially the Joker. Like, the Joker's obsession with Batman stemmed from Joker wanting media attention and not getting it because Batman was getting it, and that's why he has his beef with Batman. Not that he's just obsessed with Batman and breaking him and him being this opposite force to him. Which not to be rude to my parents, but they really didn't like the Heath Ledger Joker because they were like, he's not funny. Joker's supposed to be funny, and I'm like, I guess. First of all, he kind of still is in that chaotic way with the magic tricks and stuff, but like they're like the Jack Nicholson Joker. That's the Joker. They're like, that's the Joker. And I watched it back and I was like, this is not the fucking Joker. This is a terrible like characterization of it. You get the backstory that he becomes the Joker essentially over a love triangle with a girl. I don't want that. I don't want to know the Joker's backstory. I don't mind like a vague like he was the Red Hood and fell into a pit. I don't mind that, but the less you know about the Joker, the better.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then Michael Keaton is really good, but like his Batman kills, and maybe it's not as explicit, but like throwing a bomb down on a dude like in a grate or whatever, that dude's dead. Like
dead. Yeah. Like
using an explosive. I think his Batmobile. I can't remember if it had guns on it or not, but it's just like. It's just not Batman to me. But again, Michael Keaton's great. Tim Burton makes a really great world. Like that Gotham feels really great and unique. But I don't care for the characterization of the Joker. And Batman's overall is okay, besides the biggest glaring thing that immediately makes me write off any Batman with him killing.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But again, Michael Keaton was fun. But that's I'm gonna call it there. I think that's about it for me. What you been on, brother?
Music. All right. So, music. The stuff that came out. It was a new Frost Children album. It's a good album. I liked it. The Frost Children album.
I liked it.
New 21 Pilots album. I think people grade them on a curve when they make a good album. I think people grade them on a curve. Because this thing's sitting at an 82 right now on Album of the Year, and I think people are just shocked that they made two like passable albums in a row because their album last year was pretty solid. This one's not even like good; it's just not bad, and it's sitting at an 82. To me, that's insane. I don't know what people are hearing to rate it this high. I don't think it's great. I think I don't think it's bad. I think there's a couple of really nice songs on here. I don't think overall this is anything special. They've done much better than this. They've done better than this multiple times. Like, and I'm not even a big fan of them, but like this, we can do better. We should expect better than this. This is ridiculous. But of course, the main event. Oh, there is actually an album that came out that I forgot was coming out that I haven't listened to yet. It's Something to Consume by Die Spitz. I do want to listen to that one. I might do that tomorrow at work. In fact, I'm going to go search it up right now just so it's in the search history on Spotify so that it's there when I look at it tomorrow, and I'll be inclined to listen to it. because I heard a song from them that I liked, and then it was right before the album was supposed to come out. So okay, the main chorus here, "Pain to Power" by Maruja. The debut Maruja album finally came out. This is hands down one of the best albums to come out this year. This is top 3. I mean, it's incredible. Post rock, very jazzy, very very politically charged, but I mean not in a way that feels annoying. Very British, very aggressively British. A lot of saxophones in here.
British.
Some phenomenal songs. I think "Look Down on Us" is one of the best songs. Probably one of my favorite songs ever. But I mean, I really liked "Born to Die." I really like "Trenches." "Reconcile," the closing track, I think is phenomenal. "Bloodsport," the opener, I think is really good too. Yeah, this is really good. My only issue with this album. It's an 8-track album, and 4 of them were singles. Half the album was already out. Like that to me, that's a little ridiculous. I think
8 tracks for an album?
Well, there's like longer songs. The album's still 50 minutes long. Like there's 2 10-minute songs on this album. There's one that's 9 minutes 58. Oh, sorry. There's one that's 9 minutes 58 seconds, 10 minutes 4 seconds, 9 minutes 40 seconds. So some long songs on this album. It's a post rock album. It's gonna be long songs. So 8 is fine. I mean, there's a "Godspeed You Black Emperor" album that only has 4 songs on it. It's an hour and a half long. It's a great album too.
Sorry,
but yeah.
I don't have the attention span for that.
That's fine. I mean, it's post rock is not like super accessible anyways. Like it's not like there's probably some barrier to entry for like "Godspeed You Black Emperor." You'd probably have to listen to some other shit first for it to be more palatable, just because it'd be a big jump from not listening to anything in that lane to listening to that. But like, I don't know, this album's awesome. It is actually, oh shit, it's currently ranked number 1 in 2025. Quedeca is now number 2. Eclipse album's number 3. McKinley Dixon's number 4. I still haven't heard this Racing Mount Pleasant album. Apparently it's really good. I should check that out. What the hell's the Jane Remover? Is it this low? 13? No tripping. Well, whatever. Yeah, great album. I'm glad it's getting the attention it deserves. This thing's phenomenal. Let's see. Oh, I watched some more Young Justice last week. I watched the first 8 episodes of season 3, I think.
What you thinking?
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
Yeah, I think
I'm having a great time with it. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I mean, they're already showing some shit that they wouldn't be able to show on Cartoon Network. Yeah, it's been good. I don't know when I'll be watching it again, but I will be whenever I go to my friend's place. We'll be watching it.
Yeah, the Bowhunter security episode. You saw that one, right?
Yes,
that is
absolutely.
That is the one thing from season 3 that people do love. Is that episode?
The buddy cop.
Yeah. Like where it's Dick and then the 3 clones, or I guess one.
Yeah.
The original and 2 clones.
Yeah, the Harpers.
Yeah.
The Harpers.
Yeah. Especially when what does he go by? Because he doesn't go by Roy. The Speedy that we did watch. Yeah, Will. When Will clocks Dick for being like, you just need a redhead like friend. Like, what's going on right now? That was great. That's
fucking awesome. I would like to I know that they're focusing a lot on the newer characters right now, like the ones that they got. But like I'd like to see more Impulse. Like I loved Impulse, and Impulse is probably my favorite character in season 2. I want to see more Impulse. Why are you giving me that look?
Don't get your hopes up.
We're not getting a lot more Impulse. That's fine. Okay, whatever. I want more Speedster, man. I love Impulse. What I've really been on, what I've been doing a lot of lately.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Conquest. I pretty much 100%ed this game way back in the day. I had played through every story. I had gotten every warrior their perfect link Pokemon. I had transformed every warrior. I had completed every warrior story. I had caught all the legendaries in this game, because there's some characters that get access to a legendary Pokemon. There's one character who gets two, which is fucking ridiculous. He gets Zekrom and a shiny Rayquaza.
You like that?
The only shiny in the game. It's a scripted shiny Rayquaza. Let's see. I mean, your character gets Arceus, so like, shit could be worse. But I mean, there's a character who gets Dialga. There's one who gets Registeel. There's one who gets Reshiram, Articuno, Terrakion. There's a list. There's a list of legendaries I was looking at the other day. Let's see. Mewtwo, Groudon. I think that's it. Yeah. So this is before the fairy type, because this was Gen 5. So there are 17 kingdoms, each, for each type, and each one has a warlord. You are the warlord of the normal type kingdom, and you have an Eevee, and of course you can evolve the Eevee, and it doesn't affect how you're able to link with it. So basically, the way that links work in this game, you can link with a certain amount of Pokemon, and how strong that link is dependent on your specialty. So every warrior has exactly one Pokemon that they have a perfect link with. For the fire type warlord, it's the Chimchar line. For the grass and water type, it's the Gen 5 starters. It's Snivy and it's Oshawott. For the ice type warlord, it's Lapras. Zoroark for the dark type. Dino for the dragon type. And so on and so forth. Everybody has exactly like one perfect link, and they need that perfect link Pokemon in order for it's called warrior transformation. It's basically like named characters that can evolve, and they change form, and also they have what's called like a warrior skill. It's where once per battle you can activate your skill, and it provides you with a bonus of some kind, and the bonus gets better after a warrior transformation. You get a new skill, and it's a better skill than your previous skill. Most of the time, I would actually argue sometimes it downgrades for a couple of them, but generally speaking, it's supposed to be an improvement. So, and for some, it is just a straight up improvement on a previous skill, and for some, it's an entirely different skill that you can debate is better or worse. But in general, I love the concept. I love the way the game looks. It's so weird. It's feudal Japan, right? The way the game looks. So you've got kingdoms, you've got warlords. The water type warlord, when he transforms, he becomes a punk rocker. Like, he's got like the jacket shit on. It's like, well, he's kind of out of place here, but he looks cool. So, there's that. Like, there's a couple that like after they transform, it's like, you're probably not supposed to be here, but that's okay.
You're not in this episode.
And each of the named warriors, well, I guess they all have names, even though like the minor ones have names, but they don't have unique designs. So I'll say every warrior with a unique design that also is capable of transforming, they all have their own story that you can play through. Some of them are really short, and some of them involve you either conquering the entire region, or gathering a certain number of Pokemon, or recruiting a certain number of warriors into your army. But as you collect the kingdoms, as you defeat whoever holds the kingdom, and other kingdoms become what do you call it? Like you have a lot that you own. People can challenge yours too, especially if you leave it empty. They will just take it. So you got to recruit warriors as you do it, and the way to recruit people is either kill them, or faint their Pokemon within 4 turns. Or defeat them with a super effective move, and I think critical hits also. Or there's a third one, I forget what it is. But in general, you want to do it quick and you want to do it decisively, and that's how you recruit more warriors to your cause. So, Yeah, and some even have like specific conditions. Like a lot of the warlords, even if you defeat them really quickly and with a super effective move, they still won't join you right away. You might have to go find them later. Which every single one of them you will be able to find later, somewhere. They will appear in a park inside of a kingdom or a cave or whatever, and you'll be able to grab them later. Um, but it's a lot of fun. I really love the concept. I wish they would do another game like this. Like with updated now with 18 kingdoms with the fairy type, and um, there is the goal is like if whoever unites all 17 kingdoms will gain access to the legendary Pokemon that created the Ranzai region, and you'll be able to kind of like reshape the world as you see fit. And as you keep clearing more kingdoms and the fog of war gets lifted on the rest of the map, it's pretty clear what that legendary Pokemon is as you progress, because the region is shaped after it. So it gets pretty easy to tell who it's supposed to be. But yeah, great game. I love it. I'm having a good time playing through it again. I'm actually almost done with the story I'm on right now for the fighting type warlord, but I am currently trying to get some other warrior transformations going before I finish that one up, because as soon as you conquer the 17th kingdom, it's over. That's it. The story's done. You can't go back and do anything else. You have to start a new story. But what's good is that every time you link with a new Pokemon or anything of that nature, you transform a warrior, all of that carries over into whatever other story that you do. So everything's permanent. So once you've done it, you've done it. That's it. Every time you recruit them in another story, they will be transformed, or their Pokemon will be fully evolved, or at whatever stage it was last time. So it's cool. It's fun. I think that's it. Done talking about Conquest. I love it. Great game. Do you have anything else before we go that you want to say?
No. All right.
Cool. It's 9:00. So
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this was a long one, but a good one, but a fun one.
Great pod.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment anything down below. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe to catch these pods every week. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep gaming and fuck Nico Harrison and fuck Jerry Jones.
Deuces.